Good morning, everybody. Hope we're doing really good today. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who Ray Dalio is, well, you probably do. And if you don't, he's created Bridgewater, the hedge fund, and it's the biggest, most successful hedge fund ever. Really successful guy, and a lot of people listen to him to see what he has to say about investing, the economy, and all that kind of stuff. One thing he's really big on is like personality and how people interact and their belief systems and how they make decisions. And everybody that wants to work for Bridgewater, and they have to go through a personality test. And it's a big specialized personality test that he created himself, and everyone has to do it because Ray Dalio believes that personality tests are a more accurate and unbiased way to get information on, your personality. And he just tweeted this recently. Personality assessments are valuable tools for getting a quick picture of what people are like in terms of their abilities, preferences, and style. They're often more objective and reliable than interviews. But now he's just released a new personality test that's free for everyone. And he created this personality test with three personality psychologists. So I want to take this personality test and see what it says about me. It's called, what is it called? It's called Principles U, kind of like after his big famous book, Principles. And so I'm going to go ahead and take this quiz, and we're going to see what it says about me. Before I do that, though, if you're new to the channel, I'm Justin. I like to talk about dividend investing, income from options, financial independence, and document my own journey towards financial independence. So really appreciate it if you give this little thumbs up, this video a thumbs up, and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't, all right? So if you want to take this test, just go to principlesu.com. Here we are on the home page. Understand yourself, understand others, help others understand you. Take the free assessment. What's it say? We designed Principles U to help you gain the self-awareness and other awareness that are critical to making good decisions and getting things done. It says there are 24 archetypes and 9 categories. And so we have this archipelago with all these different little groups of people. And so like a creator would be an artisan, an inventor, an adventurer. And then it looks like maybe creative. These are the traits that these different groups have in common. So like these protectors, enforcer, critics kind of people, they're more determined than, say, a helper, problem solver, or a peacekeeper. Just off the top of my head, I think I would say I'm an individualist, maybe, and maybe a critic, and maybe, I think actually a seeker. I think this would be real explorer, thinker, growth seeker. Just off the top of my head, I think this feels like, this would feel like me, I think. We'll see how the test does and see if we agree with it. Let's go ahead and click on, we'll go ahead and click on critic to see what that says and see if we agree with it. Where's it at? Here we go, critic. Critics freely express their opinions and love debating different perspectives with others. They tend to be direct, assertive, and logical with high standards for themselves and others. I don't express my opinions. I don't love debating different perspectives. I do like thinking about it, different perspectives, and looking at things from both sides or 3 sides or whatever. Tend to be direct. Probably, maybe. Assertive? No, I wouldn't call myself assertive. Logical? I think so. High standards for myself and others? Yes, I think people would agree with that. Growth opportunities and talents. Being perceived as overly negative or skeptical, I think that would be accurate. What about being willing to speak their mind honestly? Yeah, sometimes, or I'll just shut my mouth because it doesn't help the situation. Identifying and raising issues and problems. I can sometimes. Debating opinions and perspectives effectively? I think so, but again, I don't really like to debate. Being more sensitive to others' needs and feelings. I could be more sensitive to other people's needs and feelings. All right, let's take this test. Let's see, how do we, I guess we'll click on get started. All right. I am sensitive to others' emotions. I would say I am there. Slightly disagree. A little bit. Or how about either agree? I think actually this is better. Okay, we're all done. Let's take a look. Let's view our results. Let's take a journey through your results. Your results are organized into multiple sections: archetype, how you prefer to think, how you engage with others, how you apply yourself, you in context, how to read the score. Each graph places your score on a scale of 0 to 100 in relation to the scores of others that have taken the assessment. This is a percentile. There's nothing inherently good or bad about scoring in a particular way. Okay. So it says, I'm most like a growth seeker. I think we said that I was probably in that growth seek island on the archipelago back there. I think that's right. Growth seekers are defined as a deep passion for learning and personal growth and development. They tend to be curious, humble, open to new ideas and experiences, and adaptable. Yeah, I think that's accurate. Talents: being deeply inquisitive into broad and varied subjects, acquiring knowledge, understanding, wisdom, and self-growth, remaining calm, cool, and collected under pressure, achieving goals independently and being internally motivated, adjusting to changing circumstances. I agree with all of those. What we need as growth seekers: moving from reflection to decisive action. Yeah, that I agree with that. I need more help with making decisions or taking action. Like just filming a video can take me a little time to get going. Sharing knowledge and taking on leadership roles, pursuing more defined paths and objectives without letting go of their taste for open-ended discovery. Or where was it? Oh yeah, seeker. Yeah, I think I was a seeker. And what? Seeker and an architect. What's an architect? Architects, orchestrators, strategists, and planners. So I'm this little island and maybe this little island, but mostly like this growth seeker. How you prefer to think. I prefer to think, let's see, 98% practical. You have a preference to focus on direct, real-world consequences in making decisions and choices. 52% conceptual, and 48% deliberative. All right. How you engage with others. Let's see, 39% extroverted, 38% tough. I don't know. Pretty low. Your interpersonal orientation reflects how you engage with others. Understanding your natural inclinations can help you get the most out of your relationships with other people. Tend to prefer less social activity and to engage in more intimate settings, to stay out of social spotlight, with a tendency to be more adventurous and cautious in the activities you like to participate in. All right, I agree with that. Tough. You tend to be more diplomatic than blunt in your style, with moderate willingness to debate, disagree, and offer critical feedback openly when warranted. How I apply myself. Flexible. Very flexible. 94% flexible. I agree with that. You tend to embrace change and uncertainty. Are versatile at shifting the role you play in different circumstances and are very interested in your own growth and development. Composed. You tend to be resilient, not easily discouraged, and generally remain calm and keep your emotions under control. I agree with that. You tend to be self-motivated, hold yourself accountable to the outcomes you experience, though have a desire for more direction and clarity when achieving tasks and goals. I agree with that too. When interacting with others, you prefer to spend more time alone and prefer not to stand out when engaging socially. I agree with that. As a leader, you tend to be more diplomatic, prioritizing harmony of the team. Okay, yeah. When planning, you anticipate and welcome change by reacting to it when it happens. When solving problems, you gravitate toward more traditional methods and ideas rather than innovative ones, but are somewhat open to learning from others who think differently. When setting goals, you set practical and realistic targets for yourself. On a team, you tend not to share ideas until you're fully thought them through. Under stress, you remain calm, cool, and focused on what matters most. I really agree with that. When learning, you like subjects that are analytical as well as those that are intuitive and subjective. All right. I'm kind of impressed with that quiz because I think that it really kind of nailed a couple things that I know in my head, but being able to describe it or say it or write it down in a way that, it's something that I understand, but I can't express it. So I think like some of these, like the growth seeker thing and then being like calm and cool under pressure thing, I really agree with these. And now that I've seen it and I read it, I really agree with it. And go ahead. I think it'd be really cool for a lot more people to take this quiz because it's not like a horoscope thing where you could find these vague ideas that you can kind of link to something that's happening in your life, but like these things, I really feel like they nailed a couple things that maybe I wasn't actually, I couldn't express myself and I didn't understand how to put it into words and categorize it. But now that I've took this test, I really like it, and I really I think I'm gonna save this and then kind of keep it to remind me or look back on when I need to make decisions in the future and how to approach different situations. All right, I think that's all I got for this video. Go ahead. If you get anything out of it, give me a like. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you want to take the test, go ahead. principlesu.com. And it's kind of a cool little quiz. And that's probably better than a lot of those other things you take in college and university to figure out what degree you want to take. All right, that's all I got. And I'll put some other videos somewhere that you can watch. And I want you to go have a good day, all right? Justin out.